Good evening, everyone. An Arangetram is always a very special event for the dancer. So on behalf of my whole family, I would like to thank you all for being here to bless Meghana on this momentous occasion. There will be a lot of storytelling today. Meghana will perform on Krishna and many of his stories. Today we will have with us Srimati Nirupama ji, who will help us understand these stories and the meaning behind the presentations.
Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Angikam bhuvanam yasya vachikam sarva vangmayam aharyam chandra taradi tam numas satvikam shivam. This dhyana shloka means that we bow to the benevolent one whose body is the entire universe, whose primordial sound is the language of the universe, and whose ornaments are the moon and the stars. To that serene Lord Shiva, I bow. Namaste, I am Nirupama Chandrasekharan, and I welcome you all to this joyous afternoon of Kumari Meghana Vellampalli's Bharatanatyam Arangetram. An Arangetram is always a very special event, not just for the dancer, but also her family. So, on behalf of Meghna's family and her guru, Srimati Madhavi Mehta, I would like to thank you all for being here to bless Meghana on this momentous occasion. Before we begin, I would like to go over a few housekeeping rules. Please turn off your cell phones and other electronic devices. No photography or video recording is permitted. Please do not enter or exit the auditorium while an item is in progress. Please wait till the item is complete. Also, if there are any young children who need to be pacified, we request you to please take them outside. Finally, please refrain from bringing any food or beverage into the auditorium at all times. Again, we are indeed honored and truly appreciate your presence with us here. It gives me great happiness to share this evening with you all, filled with divine music and dance. We are equally blessed to have the immense support of our orchestra. Our vocalist for today is Sri Vignesh Ravichandran. On Mridangam, we have Sri Sandeep Iyer. On the flute, we have Sri Ravishankar Srinivasa. On the violin, we have Sri Balaskandan. And on Nattavangam and Taalam, we have Guru Srimati Madhavi Mehta. Again, a gentle reminder to please turn your phone off to the silent mode. We shall commence today's recital with an invocatory prayer, an offering to Lord Ganesha, the remover of obstacles. Presenting the invocatory prayer by our vocalist, Sri Vignesh Ravichandran.
Gajavadana beduve, Gajavadana beduve, Gauri Tanaya, Gajavadana beduve, Gauri Tanaya, Gajavadana beduve, Gauri Tanaya, Gajavadana beduve, Gauri Tanaya, Suranara Porevane,
Thank you for such a beautiful and auspicious start to today's recital. Now Meghana is all ready to begin her Arangetram with a beautiful Pushpanjali, offering sublimation of body, speech, mind and soul through the Natya Shastra. Meghana today begins her Arangetram with this traditional Pushpanjali in Ragam Gambhira Natai and Talam Adi. A Pushpanjali is an offering to all divine forces to transform her every footfall on stage into strong and meaningful strides into the world of dance. The Pushpanjali will be continued with a Ganesha Kriti Sri Vignarajam Bhaje in Khandachapu Talam. Ganesha is the Lord of good fortune and success. He is the Lord of beginnings and the remover of obstacles. Meghana will be presenting a beautiful story in the Pushpanjali. Goddess Parvati playfully molds turmeric paste into an outline of a human-like figure, and then she breathes life into it, and to her astonishment, Lord Ganesha is born, filling her heart with delight. She then lovingly assigns him the duty of guarding the entrance while she is away. When Shiva comes, he encounters Ganesha and misunderstands his presence. He asks him to leave, but Ganesha, following his mother's command, refuses to budge. In a moment of anger, Shiva accidentally severs Ganesha's head. When Parvati returns, she is devastated to find her son lifeless. Overwhelmed with grief, she looks at Shiva for an explanation. Realizing his mistake, Shiva sets out to remedy it. He finds an elephant and takes his head to replace Ganesha's. With reverence, Shiva then fixes the head onto Ganesha's body and breathes life back into him. Ganesha is then restored to his divine form, bringing immense joy to Parvati and Shiva. From then on, Lord Ganesha becomes the beloved deity known for his wisdom, compassion, and ability to remove obstacles. Let us congratulate Meghana as she embarks to present the first dance in her Arangetram, presenting Pushpanjali, followed by Sri Vignarajam Bhaje.
Tadditam, tadditam, janagida dagadam, janagida janagidatam, janagida janagida daga janakitatam, tadditam, tadditam, janagida dagadam, janagida janagidatam, janagida janagida daga janakitatam, tadditam, tadditam, janagida dagadam, janagida janagidatam, janagida janagida daga janakitatam. Janagida janagida dam, janagida janagida daga janakitatam, tadditam, tadditam, janagida daga dam, janagida janagida dam, janagida janagida daga janakitatam, tadditam, tadditam, janagida daga dam, janagida janagida dam, janagida janagida daga janakitatam, tadditam, tadditam, janagida daga dam, janagida janagida dam, janagida janagida daga janakitatam, tadditam, tadditam, janagida daga dam, janagida janagida dam, janagida janagida daga janakitatam, tadditam, tadditam, janagida daga dam, janagida janagida dam, janagida janagida daga janakitatam, tadditam, tadditam, janagida daga dam, janagida janagida dam, janagida janagida daga janakitatam, Janagida Janagida Daga Janakitata Tadita Tadita Tad Janagida Dagadam Janagida Janagida Dam Janagida Janagida Daga Janakitata Tadita Tadita Tad Janagida Dagadam Janagida Janagida Dam Janagida Janagida Daga Janakitata Tadita Tadita Tad Janagida Dagadam Janagida Janagida Dam Janagida Janagida Daga Janakitata Tadita Tadita Tad Janagida Dagadam Janagida Janagida Dagadam Dam Dam Dadim Dam Dadim Dim Dim Dadim Dam Dadom Dom Dom Dadim Dam Dadam Nam Nam Dadim Dam Dadam Dam Dam Dim 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 Dom 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 Nam 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 Dam 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 Dadim Dam Dadim Dim Dim Dadim Dam Dadom Dom Dom Dadim Dam Dadam Nam Nam Dadim Dam Dadam Dam Dam Dadim Dam Dadim Dim Dim Dadim Dam Dadom Dom Dom Dadim Dam Dadam Nam Nam Dadim Dam Dadat Darigida Dum Darigida Nam Darigida Dadadat Janudat Dimidat Dadinginadum 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 Daridam Dadanadam Dajanudam Dadimidam Daridat Danadat Janudat Dimidat Dadinginadum 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 Dajam 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 Ta Danat 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 Ta Janut 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 Ta Dimit 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 Ta Dajam 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 Ta Danat 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 Ta Janut 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 Ta Dimit 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 Ta Jam Darigida Daga Jagadarigida Dagadam Gida Daga Jagadarigida Dagadam Jagadarigida Dagadam Gida Dagadam Vittalangu Daga Jam Darigida Daga Jagadarigida Dagadam Gida Daga Jagadarigida Dagadam Jagadarigida Dagadam Gida Dagadam Vittalangu Daga Jam Darigida Daga Jagadarigida Dagadam Gida Daga Jagadarigida Dagadam Jagadarigida Dagadam Gida Dagadam Vittalangu Dagadam
In Hindu mythology, Lord Ganesha's iconic appearance includes an elephant head on a human body. And for those of you who have attended a lot of Arangetrams and even vocal concerts, you would have noticed that almost every event begins in praise of Lord Ganesha. The unique aspect of his form holds profound metaphorical meaning and symbolism, which resonate with spiritual and philosophical teachings. Lord Ganesha's elephant head symbolizes divine wisdom and intellect. The large elephant ears signify attentive listening and the ability to discern truth from falsehood. Elephants are known for their remarkable memory. Similarly, Lord Ganesha's big head signifies the importance of memory and learning. The elephant-headed deity is also known as the remover of obstacles. Worshipping Lord Ganesha is believed to bring auspiciousness and aid in surmounting obstacles on the path to success. Worshipping Lord Ganesha is believed to invoke spiritual growth within oneself and help us overcome life's challenges with wisdom, strength, and humility. And this beautiful presentation, Meghana, it was really very beautiful and such an auspicious start to your Arangetram. May Lord Ganesha bless you abundantly to successfully complete your Arangetram. Let us give her a big round of applause for such a beautiful start. The next piece in today's performance is Alaripu. Alaripu is a dance accompanied by a nattuvanar and mridangam. While dancing, the dancer shows basic adavers and the act is entirely based on rhythm and is focused on relaxing the body and the mind of the dancer. Alaripu translates to the blossoming of a flower. It is a metaphoric comparison of the dancer's progression into advanced learning of this art form. The Alaripu begins with subtle but precise movements of the dancer's head, shoulders, culminating in a more rhythmic and fast-paced movement of the entire body. Rhythm has a rare capacity to invoke concentration. Alaripu is most valuable in freeing the dancer from distraction and making her single-minded. Beginning with attamis and neck movements, followed by Mandi Adavu in the second half, Alaripu culminates with vibrant footwork and Tirmanam Adavu. Today's Alaripu is in Mishra Chapu Talam in Ragam Kalyani, presenting the blossoming of a flower, Alaripu.
Tayya tayyum tatam kirtagati tayya tayyum tatam kirtagatam tatam kirtagatai tattai kirtagatam tatam kirtagatai tattai kirtagatam tatam kirtagatai tattai kirtagatam tadikene tom. Take diku tadikene tom tom. Driku take take driku take driku take driku take take driku take driku take driku take take driku take driku take dadangu tom. Ketake tayya tayyum tatam ketake tam.
So, how did you all enjoy the bud blossoming into the flower? It was so fresh, and I'm ready for the bouquet that it's going to come up. Watching her backstage is a delight. I'm sure you're all having a great time watching her. There's so much of energy that she is bringing on. Let's give her a really good round of applause. Thank you. Next up is a Jataswaram. A Jataswaram is a pure dance presentation devoid of any abhinaya or expressions, particularly storytelling. In this, intricate sequences are fused with repetitive musical notes, and the dance contains the execution of adavas and mudras combined in definite groups. Jataswaram is an example of pure dance or nritta sequence in which the performer weaves several patterns of adavas on a basic musical composition. Just like its name, it is executed to the tune of a combination of swara passages in a particular ragam and talam. Jataswaram as a dance item helps in developing rhythmic stability. It can also serve as a perfect choreographic tool and is highly entertaining as its message is pure beauty. To perform a Jataswaram, the dancer has to develop an innate understanding of musicality, timing, and coordination. As the dancer weaves together various patterns and sequences, their artistry transcends mere physicality, communicating a deeper message of beauty. Jataswaram showcases the inherent elegance and grace of Bharatanatyam. It is an enlightening and entertaining experience, transporting the spectators to a realm where movement, rhythm, and melody merge harmoniously. The duration of a Jataswaram is a little longer than Alaripu. This allows the dancer to delve into the intricacies of the composition and to explore the nuances of this art. In the realm of dance, Jataswaram stands as a testament to the profound beauty that lies within just the purity of the movement alone. It is a celebration of Bharatanatyam. Through the medium of Jataswaram, the dancer and the audience can embark on a transcendent journey where the language of dance unfolds and the message conveyed is the very essence of beauty. The Jataswaram today that Meghana will be presenting is in Ragam, Vasanta, Talam, Rupakam, presenting Jataswaram.
Sa ni da ma ga re ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni
takuntari kukuntari kita takata jumtari takatai takuntari kukuntari kita takata jumtari takatam tajumtari takatai tajumtari takajumtari dadangutum ketta dadum dadangutum ketta dadum dadangutum ketta dadum
sa ni da ma ga re ni sa ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga re ni sa ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga re ni sa ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga re ni sa ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga re ni sa ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga re ni sa ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga re ni sa ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga re ni sa ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga re ni sa ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga re ni sa ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga re ni sa ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga re ni sa ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga re ni sa ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga re ni sa ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ni da ma ga ni da ma ga re sa ni da ni sa ga ma da da ni sa ni sa da ni ma da ga ma da ni sa ni da ma ga re ni sa ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga re ni sa ni sa ga ma da ni da sa
Sagama da ni da ma
ga ma da ni da ma ga sa ga ma da ni da ma da ni da da ma ga ni ga ma da ni da ga ri ma ga ni da ga ma da sa ni da da ma ga ma da ni da ga ri sa ni da ma da ni sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ni sa ni da da ni da ma ga ri sa da ni sa ni sa ga ma da ni sa ma da ni sa ni sa ni da ga ni ga ma da ni sa ga ma da ni sa ni da ni sa ni da da ni da ma ga ri sa da ni sa ni sa ga ma da ni sa ma da ni sa ni sa ni da ga ni ga ma da ni sa ga ma da ni sa ga ni da ma da ni da ma ga da ma ga ri sa ni sa ga ma da ma da ni sa ni da ma da ni da ma ga da ma ga ri sa ni sa ga ma da ni sa ga ni da ma da ni da ma ga da ma ga ri sa ni sa ga ma da ni sa ni da ma da ni sa ni da ma ga ri sa ga ma da ni sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga ma da ni da sa
That was a beautiful combination of swaras and rhythm, right? Let us applaud Meghna once again for having such good form, maintaining her aramandi, making sure that her feet are lifted when she's jumping, giving the energy, not slacking off at all. Meghna, I think you did a really wonderful job. Now I would like to invite Meghna's friends, Nishmita and Sangeeta, to please come up on stage. Nishmita and Sangeeta.
Hi everyone, my name is Sangeeta Kailasanathan and I'm one of Meghna's best friends. I've known Meghna for about 8 years now, and ever since we were in elementary school, we've made so many amazing memories together. From making a presentation about geysers in 4th grade to doing a career day project in 5th grade about neurology to being called twins throughout most of our middle school years, or going to Garba functions every Navaratri and Netflix partying our way through all of quarantine, there are so many moments that I continue to cherish. A lot changed when Meghna was moving away in 8th grade. That day, I vividly remember biking to her house to say bye. At the time, I was disappointed that we wouldn't be neighbors going to high school together. Little did I know that we would both continue to stay friends and honestly become even closer. And look at us now, about to become juniors in high school. It's crazy. Despite all that, though, I'm so happy to continue to be friends with someone who's caring, intelligent, kind, and hardworking. Hardworking would be an understatement, actually. Ever since I've known Meghna, she used to juggle her time so well. I mean, spending time with family and friends, taking and excelling in rigorous classes in school, and well, of course, continuing to do what made her happy, dance. Her dedication to dance is impeccable. She loves all styles, Bollywood, Bhangra, hip-hop, jazz, and especially Bharatanatyam. And she's open to learning all of them. In fact, hearing about her experience in Taal in middle school was one of the reasons I became so inspired and also joined the same dance studio. During the first year, we were both in the same dance group. She would teach me all the moves that I would mess up and wouldn't judge when I would accidentally use the opposite foot or go off beat. She was willing to teach me to express myself through this beautiful art form, just as she does herself. Whenever I see her dancing, whether that be in the dance clips she sends me, or occasionally being able to see her at the studio, or even now during this amazing event, she puts so much effort, expression, and life into her dance. It continues to inspire me. Meghna, I'm so proud of you. Thank you for continuing to inspire me to work hard, be myself, and being there for me and listening to the thousands of rants I always send you. Your hard work, dedication, and kindness continues and will take you to great places. I wish you the best of luck for your next steps with your dance journey and all the amazing things that are waiting for you in the future. Continue to do what you do best, being you, and inspiring all those around you. You got this, Meghna. Thank you.
Hi everyone. Today is a very special day as we gather to celebrate the incredible talent of my best friend Maggie on her Arangetram. I am grateful for the opportunity given to me to speak on this special occasion. For as long as I've known Maggie, her passion for dance was immense. Watching her grow and evolve as a dancer has been truly inspiring. She maintains a perfect balance between passion and academics, where she is one of the top students in our class. I really don't know how she does all of that, and I truly admire her for that. Bharatanatyam is more than just a dance. It's a combination of emotions and stories that Maggie integrates with grace. I can tell how difficult it is to practice and perfect an art like this with my 10+ years of practicing Carnatic classical music. To this day, I still cry before every one of my music exams, which is much, much easier compared to what she's doing today. It's truly her brilliance that allows her to excel in every way, shape, and form. It's something we should all appreciate and learn from. Being in the same classes as her, I understand the resilience and commitment needed to perform well in school. Yet somehow, Maggie isn't only excelling in school. She's able to showcase dance in a way I've never seen before. When I told my family about going to my friend's Arangetram, they were very surprised that someone my age was doing something so incredible. It might be a miracle, or it might be that Maggie is like no one else before, but from the bottom of my heart, I'm so thankful and lucky that she's in my life. Let me also take this opportunity to thank Maggie's parents and sister for continuing to support my best friend through this journey. As they say, it takes a village to achieve something remarkable, and this is no easy feat that is possible without the family support. So I would request all of you to give a round of applause to Auntie, Uncle, and Sanjana for their contribution in making Maggie what she is today. As you dance today, Maggie, know that you have the unwavering support of your family, friends, and well-wishers. Your talent and dedication inspires us all, and we cannot wait to see where your passion takes you next. All of you know the studious and academic side of Maggie, but I also know her funny and joyful side. This isn't the right occasion to talk about the things I know about her, but if any of you want to know the stories I have, feel free to meet me after. I'm so proud of you, Maggie. Congratulations on this remarkable achievement.
Thank you, girls, for that heartfelt speech. Now Meghna is getting ready to present her Varnam. The Varnam is an elaborate piece that has a lot of storytelling, lot of characters to be played, and a lot of sequences to remember. And it not only requires hours of dedication from the student and the teacher, but also a lot of hard work from the musicians, especially the orchestra. What the teacher and the student take months to accomplish, the orchestra has to do it in just a couple of practices. And that speaks of the expertise that they have gained in their field to accomplish it in such a short time. Now I would like to introduce to you all our amazing orchestra team. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Our vocalist for today is Sri Vignesh Ravichandran. Vignesh Ravichandran is a Carnatic vocalist and a published writer in the New York, New Jersey area. Vignesh holds a Master's in Fine Arts degree in Carnatic Vocal from Annamalai University and is a student of Kalai Mamani V.S. Balamurali of Pondicherry and Shanmuga Sangeeta Shironmani Vishnudeva Nambudiri in Chennai. He has won various awards and accolades for his performances. In addition to his solo concerts, Vignesh frequently sings for Bharatanatyam and Kuchipudi dance performances and Arangetrams. Many of his poetry have been set to tune by him and other musicians and adapted in Carnatic vocal concerts and Bharatanatyam dance productions. A big round of applause for our vocalist. Our violinist for today is Sri Balaskandan. Balaskandan is a performer, teacher and composer of Carnatic music. He is a multi-instrumentalist performing the mridangam, Carnatic violin, kanjira and vocal rhythm. He has accompanied musicians and dancers of various genres across the world. In addition to running his own music school, Balaskandan has been a guest teacher at Manhattan School of Music, NYU Music Department, Sarah Lawrence College, and the Juilliard School of Music. Balaskandan is a lead musician and composer of Akshara, a New York-based award-winning ensemble rooted in Carnatic music. He trained under the late Sri Sarveshwara Sharma and Vidushi T. Rukmani. Thank you, Balaskandan ji, for your presence here today. On the flute, we have Sri Ravi Shankar ji. Sri Ravi Shankar started learning flute from an age of 7 from Guru Srimati N. Casey, disciple of T.R. Mahalingam. As a young child artist, Ravi Shankar has given many public performances in AIR and Doordarshan, Chennai. He also became a part of the Sundaram Bhajan group of Sri Satya Sai organization at later stages of school. In college, he was part of the light music group as well. This way, he was able to explore different styles of playing. Ravi Shankar has also been lucky to have performed in a few percussion ensembles with Guru Sri Nandakumar, including a performance at Cleveland Tyagaraja Aradhana. Thank you, Ravi Shankar ji, for your presence here. On Mridangam today, we have Sri Sandeep Iyer. Sandeep Iyer is an IT professional and an ardent music enthusiast. During his childhood days, he was trained for a few years in Carnatic vocal and mridangam. Over the past couple of years, he has been actively advancing his skills in mridangam under the able guidance of his guru, Sri T.S. Nandakumar. Sandeep has accompanied and collaborated with many artists in the tri-state area and has performed in the Cleveland Tyagaraja Festival. Sandeep considers it as a blessing and the biggest highlight of his musical career to be able to perform his Mridangam Arangetram with the legendary violinist Padma Shri A. Kanyakumari. In the light music world, Sandeep has been performing as a lead vocalist and percussionist with various fusion bands back in Mumbai, India, and also here in the US. A big round of applause for Sri Sandeep Iyer. Now, Meghna is getting ready to perform the Varnam. This Varnam is a beautiful Varnam, a favorite of mine, in praise of Lord Sri Krishna. I know a lot of us are familiar with stories of Lord Krishna, but there are some kids here, and it would do them great service if I explain to them what Meghna is going to be presenting. That way they can understand what mudras are used and how the story is being brought to life. The Varnam is the central and most elaborate number in a Bharatanatyam margam. It is a demanding number, testing not only the stamina of a dancer, but the training, skill, the imaginative faculty of the dancer to improvise and to successfully alternate between pure dance and abhinaya. If all these come together, the Varnam is an engrossing delight. So this Varnam is in praise of Lord Sri Krishna, and it talks about the birth of Lord Krishna. One day, Kamsa, the uncle of Lord Krishna, rides his chariot seeking attention and glory. He hears a chilling prophecy that the 8th son of Vasudeva and Devaki will be his downfall. Fearing the prophecy, Kamsa decides to act ruthlessly to prevent his demise. Kamsa threatens to kill Vasudeva, Devaki's husband, and the father of the child. In a heartfelt moment, Devaki begs Kamsa and says, "Please don't harm my husband." Then Kamsa decides that I will imprison Vasudeva and Devaki. That way, when the 8th child is born, I can kill him freely and nobody can put an end to me. So Vasudeva finds himself in chains in a prison. He notices that the gods are falling asleep, offering a glimmer of hope to him. By that time, Devaki has already had 7 children, all of whom have been killed by Kamsa, and she is now pregnant with the 8th child. He urges Devaki to trust him and says, "Give me this newborn child." Reluctantly, Devaki agrees, knowing that it may be the only chance to save their child. Vasudeva takes this child, places him on a basket, and begins his perilous journey to secure this child's safety. As Vasudeva steps out, the heavens open up and heavy rain pour occurs. However, to his astonishment, a divine snake emerges and makes a protective canopy over the baby, shielding him from the rain's fury. The serpents become an umbrella. He reaches the Yamuna river that is swollen, but then the river gives him way and Vasudeva is able to cross the river unharmed. Then he reaches the house of Yashoda and Nanda, the other couple who recently had a baby. Here, Vasudeva is forced to make a difficult decision. He gently places his son in the cradle of Yashoda and takes the girl and leaves Krishna with them. The following morning, Kamsa learns about it, but by then it's too late because the child has already been exchanged. Later on, when Kamsa realizes that this was not Krishna, it was some other child, he sends Putana, a demoness. He says, "Go Putana, put an end to this threat of this newborn child, the son of Devaki." What does Putana do? She is a shape-shifting demoness. But when she reaches Krishna's house, she transforms herself into a beautiful maiden, very beautiful. And then everybody thinks she looks just like goddess Lakshmi, and they willingly put the child on Putana's lap to be cuddled. But they do not know that it is a demoness. And what has she done? She has taken the poison from the serpent and applied it on her breast, because that way she plans to kill Krishna, because when she feeds him, then the poison is what Krishna will have and he would die. And so she's very happy when they place the child on her lap. But Krishna is Paramatma and he already knows what is coming. So then he sucks on Putana's breast and then slowly not just sucks the milk but the life out of her. And there falls Putana, a big huge demon is coming to her ugly form. But Krishna has not only killed Putana but has also given her the moksha, because in a way Putana played the role of his mother. So that story will also be portrayed by Meghana. Another episode that she will be describing is the Draupadi Vastraharana. So in the ill-famous dice game that happens between Yudhishthira and Duryodhana, Shakuni, the evil uncle of Duryodhana, has hatched a plan. He has a pair of dice that listens to him. And with that, he manages to win everything that Yudhishthira has set. Then what happens? Yudhishthira finally has to even pledge his own wife Draupadi. And even Draupadi is lost. Duryodhana is very happy and commands Dushasana to go grab Draupadi by her hair and bring her to the court. And Draupadi is pushed on the floor, and Dushasana begins to humiliate her by disrobing her in a court full of men present. Draupadi cries out for help. She cannot stand this humiliation and she seeks help from Krishna. But Dushasana is disrobing her and she screams out, "Krishna, you are the only person who can save me." And Krishna comes and he blesses her with an endless supply of fabric. And poor Dushasana just keeps pulling and pulling and pulling until he has no more strength left. This is one such beautiful Leela of Lord Krishna that Meghana will be presenting. And then she will finally conclude another Sanchari with the Gitopadesha when Arjuna is on the Kurukshetra battlefield and he does not have the courage in him to go and battle people that were his family. And he seeks out to the Parthasarathi or Krishna to guide him. And there, Krishna says the Gita to Arjuna, which is the Gitopadesam. So it is going to be exciting to see how Meghana will portray all these characters with perfection. As a Bharatanatyam dancer, Meghana's skill, training, obviously the expert training given to her by her guru Srimati Madhavi Mehta will enable her to bring out the essence of each character, all the emotions with graceful movements. She will have to seamlessly switch between characters like powerful and wise Lord Krishna to Dushasana, to Draupadi, to Arjuna, to Putana, to Kamsa, to Devaki, to Vasudeva. Meghana is sure to deliver a mesmerizing performance. Let us give her a big round of applause for taking up such a beautiful Varnam. Presenting the Varnam, Shri Krishna Kamalanatham.
Shri Krishna Kamalanato Vasudeva Sanana Shri Krishna Kamalanato Vasudeva Sanana Vasudevatmaja Krishna
तजम ताम तद तरी तकिट तक धन तकिट तक धिमी तकिट तक तरी तकिट तक धन तकिट तक तरी तजन तक तरी तजन तजनु तज तरी तजन कित तड़तुम ताम कित तड़तुम ताम कित तड़तुम तरी तजन तजनु तति तरी तजन कित तड़तुम नता कित तड़तुम नता कित तड़तुम तरी तजन तजनु तति तरी तजन कित Thank you.
गोप प्रियात्मजः पूदन जीवित हरः शकटासुर जरसा गरि सा गम्मा गम्मा निधनि निमा निनि सा गरि सा गम्मा गम्मा निधनि निमा निनि सा निध गम्मा गम्मा गरि सा साधनि निधमा गरि सा निध गम्मा गम्मा गरि सा साधनि निधमा गरि सा निध गम्मा गम्मा गरि सा साधनि निधमा गरि सा कमलनारो वासुदेव सदानग वसुदेवात्मजा पुण्यो लीलामानुष विग्रह षोडशस्त्री सहस्रेशति भङ्गी मधुराकृतिः षोडशस्त्री सहस्रेश त्रिभङ्गी मधुराकृतिः शुकवाग अमृताब्दिन्दु गोविन्दो योगिनापतिः शुकवाग अमृताब्दिन्दु गोविन्दो योगिनापतिः षोडशस्त्री सहस्रेश त्रिभङ्गी मधुराकृतिः शुकवाग अमृताब्दिन्दु गोविन्दो योगिनापतिः कृष्ण कमलनारो वासुदेव सदानग वसुदेवात्मजा पुण्यो लीलामानुष मेहता च तमालश्यामलाकृतिः भूतालतालमेहता च तमालश्यामलाकृतिः भूतालतालमेहता च तमालश्यामलाकृतिः गोप गोपीश्वरो योगी कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभः गोप गोपीश्वरो योगी कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभः शिव निधि स गज गगम स निदा निगम निधि स निदा शिव निधि स गज गगम स निदा निगम निधि स निदा गोप गोपीश्वरो योगी कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभः गोप गोपीश्वरो योगी कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभः लीलावती परं ज्योति यादवेन्द्रो यदुद्मघः लीलावती परं ज्योति यादवेन्द्रो यदुद्मघः लीलावती परं ज्योति यादवेन्द्रो यदुद्मघः गोप गोपीश्वरो योगी कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभः गोप गोपीश्वरो योगी कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभः निगम पमगरि सा नि स गम गम निगम गम पमगरि सा नि स गम 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 गरि सा निदम गम गरि सा निदम गरि सा निदम मगरि गम गरि सा निदम गम गरि सा निदम गरि सा निदम मगरि तो गोपीश्वरो योगी कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभः गोप गोपीश्वरो योगी कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभः वनमाली पीतवासाः पारिजातापहारकः वनमाली पीतवासाः पारिजातापहारकः गोवर्धनाचलोदार गोपाल सर्वपालकः गोवर्धनाचलोदार गोपाल सर्वपालकः वनमाली पीतवासाः पारिजातापहारकः गोवर्धनाचलोदार गोपाल सर्वपालकः गोप गोपीश्वरो योगी कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभः गोप गोपीश्वरो योगी कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभः नि स गरि स नि स नि ध मग मगरि नि स प नि स निदा निद मग म गरि स निदम नि नि स नि स निदा निद मग म नि स ग ग म गरि स रि स नि स नि द म रि नि स नि स नि स ग ग म गरि स रि स नि स नि द म रि नि स नि स ग ग नि द नि सा नि द म द म ग म नि द म रि नि स ग रि ग सा नि द नि सा नि द म द म ग नि द म रि नि स ग रि ग सा नि द नि सा नि द म द म ग म नि द म रि नि स ग रि गोप गोपीश्वरो योगी कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभः गोप गोपीश्वरो योगी कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभः कालीय मणिमाणिक्यमण्डितश्रीपदाम्बुजः रञ्जित श्रीपदाम्बुजः पार्थसारथिरव्यक्तो गीतामृदः महोदधिः पार्थसारथिरव्यक्तो गीतामृदः महोदधिः पार्थसारथिः ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यतो
don't have any words. So beautifully portrayed. The energy with which she started the Pushpanjali was the same energy that she had through the entire segment of Varnam. The same clarity that she had with which she brought the characters to life. Wasn't it like that? Let us give her a big round of applause. At this point, I think it's fair enough for all of us to get introduced with who Meghana is. Meghana Vellampalli has been dancing with Taal Institute of Arts and her guru Srimati Madhavi Mehta since the age of 7. She has learnt a lot from Bharatanatyam, including dedication, patience, and perseverance. She loves dance more than anything, and she aspires to continue learning Bharatanatyam under the instruction of her guru while teaching others as well. She has currently finished her sophomore year at Monroe Township High School. Meghana is a determined academic student who involves herself in many activities. She is currently a vice president in Math Honors Society and is working as a tutor in Kumon. She is also an esteemed student of the Monroe Township Honors STEM Academy and is passionate about both biology and business, which she wants to pursue in the future. Besides academics, Meghana is a big environmentalist and is currently working on a community project with her friends. She also loves to cook, sing, and learn more about her Indian culture. A big round of applause for Meghana for doing all that and doing what she did today. When I can see many people here, I'm sure many of you are dancers. And I was so mesmerized watching her. All the characters and the energy especially that she had in the jatis throughout and the second half too. I think one more round of applause for me. Moving on now, the next item that Meghana will be presenting is a beautiful Kirtanam, Par Kadal Alai Mele. This song describes the 10 incarnations of Lord Sri Mahavishnu. Once upon a time, in the divine realm, the Supreme Lord Vishnu descended to earth in 10 magnificent incarnations known as the Dasha Avatarams. Each avataram or incarnation held a divine purpose, and their stories are as enchanting as they are enlightening. So, out of the 10 avatars, the first one is the Matsya Avataram, or the avatar where he comes in the form of a fish. Long ago, the world was plagued by a great deluge. To protect life, Lord Vishnu assumed the form of a giant fish and rescued the holy Vedas from the Asuras, from the depths of the ocean. In the second avatara, he takes the form of a tortoise known as the Kurma Avatara. During a celestial crisis, the gods and the demons churned the ocean for the nectar of immortality. To stabilize, the Mandara mountain was used as a churning rod. Lord Vishnu manifested as a huge tortoise. His unwavering support aided the gods in obtaining the nectar and restoring balance. In the third avataram, he takes the form of a boar known as the Varaha Avatara. In the time of darkness, the demon Hiranyaksha had submerged the earth into the cosmic ocean. Lord Vishnu transformed himself into a mighty boar and rescued the planet, defeating the wicked demon and upholding dharma. In the fourth avatara, he becomes the Narasimha Avatara, where he is half man and half lion. Hiranyakashipu was a arrogant demon king, and he received a boon in making him almost invincible. However, he forgot to ask for protection from humans or from animals. Taking advantage of this loophole, Lord Vishnu emerges as half man and half lion, Narasimha Avatara, and annihilated the evil tyrant, restoring peace. In the fifth avatara, as the Vamana Avatara, he subdues the ego of the king Bali. There was a king who thought he was so wealthy and rich that he could give anything to anybody who wanted anything. So Lord Vishnu comes to him as a dwarf mendicant and he says, "What can you give me?" And King Bali has so much ego, he looks at him and he says, "You tiny little man, what do you want? Tell me, I'll give that to you." And then he says, "I only need 3 steps of my feet land for 3 steps of my feet. King Bali has a hearty laugh and he says, I'm sure I can give this to you. But little did he know that the dwarf was none other than Lord Sri Mahavishnu. With 1 foot, he covered the entire earth. With the 2nd foot, he covered the entire sky. And then he looks at Bali and he asks, where should I keep the 3rd foot? And King Bali realizes that he made a mistake and he offers his own head for the 3rd foot to be kept. In this manner, he subdues the ego of King Bali as the Vamana Avatara. In the Parashurama Avatara, he takes this form to kill lot of evil Kshatriya kings who were spreading tyranny and fear amongst people's minds. And as the Parashurama Avatara, he killed all the evil kings. As Lord Sri Rama, he re-established Dharma. He killed the demon Ravana and rescued his wife Sita. As the ever-enchanting Lord Krishna, he stole everybody's hearts and gave the Bhagavad Gita Upadesha in the Kurukshetra battle. The sibling incarnation is the Balarama Avatara. As Balarama, Lord Vishnu supported and stood by Lord Krishna, his divine brother. He symbolized strength, loyalty, righteousness, and offered valuable life lessons. In the Kalki Avatara, which is the future incarnation, the world might face an era of chaos and darkness called the Kali Yuga. To restore order and righteousness, Lord Vishnu will take the form of Kalki. He will come on a white horse with a shining sword and will vanquish all evil forces and usher in a new age of purity and spirituality. Thus, the Dashavatara stories reflect the eternal battle between good and evil, guiding humanity towards righteousness and showing that divine grace is always present, protecting and guiding us all human beings. Presenting the Dashavataram, Parkadal Alaimele in Ragamalika.
பார்க்கடல் அலை மேலே பாம்பனையின் மேலே பார்க்கடல் அலை மேலே பாம்பனையில் மேலே பார்க்கடல் அலை மேலே பாம்பனையின் மேலே பள்ளி கொண்டாய் ரங்கநாதா பார்க்கடல் அலை மேலே பாம்பனையில் மேலே பள்ளி கொண்டாய் ரங்கநாதா எங்கிருக்கிறான் ஹரி எங்கிருக்கிறான் அவன் எங்கிருக்கிறான் சொல்லடா எங்கிருக்கிறான் சொல்லடா எங்கிருக்கிறான் என்ற இரணியன் சொல்லை இடை மறித்தே அவன் பிள்ளை ஹரி எங்கும் இருப்பான் தூணில் எங்கும் இருப்பான் என இயம்பியதால் நேர்ந்த கொல்லை நீங்கம் பொங்கசினவன்பனோடு புறவுடனும் தலை தின்றெழுந்த பொந்தியோடு மணிக்குடனும் புதிர்ந்தவே நகம் கொண்டு கீரும் நரசிங்கமான அவதாரனே சங்கு சக்கரதாரனே உபகாரனே ஆதாரனே மூவடி மண் கேட்டு வந்து மண்ணளந்து விண்ணளந்து மாவலி சிரமளந்த வாமனனே மூவடி மண் கேட்டு வந்து மண்ணளந்து விண்ணளந்து மாவலி சிரமளந்த வாமனனே மூவடி மண் கேட்டு வந்து மண்ணளந்து விண்ணளந்து மாவலி சிரமளந்த வாமனனே மூவடி மண் கேட்டு வந்து மண்ணளந்து விண்ணளந்து மாவலி சிரமளந்த வாமனனே மூவடி மண் கேட்டு வந்து மண்ணளந்து விண்ணளந்து மாவலி சிரமளந்த வாமனனே மூவடி மண் கேட்டு வந்து மண்ணளந்து விண்ணளந்து மாவலி சிரமளந்த வாமனனே மூவடி மண் கேட்டு வந்து மண்ணளந்து விண்ணளந்து மாவலி சிரமளந்த வாமனனே மூவடி மண் கேட்டு வந்து மண்ணளந்து விண்ணளந்து மாவலி சிரமளந்த வாமனனே தந்தை ஆவியை பறித்ததனால் சுகிர்குலவை நிகன அமைந்த பரசுராமன் நானவனே தேவர்களை சிறை மீட்ட தேவர்களை சிறை மீட்ட ராவணாதி உயிர் மாய்ந்த தேவர்களை சிறை மீட்ட ராவணாதி உயிர் மாய்ந்த தசரத ஸ்ரீராமன் அவதாரனே தசரத ஸ்ரீராமன் அவதாரனே உலகிலே உழவோர் புகழும் கலப்பை தன்னை உலகிலே உழவோர் புகழும் கலப்பை தன்னை உயர்ந்ததில் தாங்கி நின்ற பலராமனே ஆவணி ரோகிணியில் ஆவணி ரோகிணியில் அஷ்டமியிலே அர்த்தஜாம நேரத்திலே அவதரித்தோனே ஆவணி ரோகிணியில் அஷ்டமியிலே அர்த்தஜாம நேரத்திலே அவதரித்தோனே ஆயர்வாடி மேவிய யசோதை நந்தலாலா 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 10000 கோபியர் பரமானந்த லோலா பூபாரம் தீர்க்க பாரத போர் முடித்த சீலா பூபாரம் தீர்க்க பாரத போர் முடித்த சீலா கோபால கிருஷ்ணனானாதி மூல பரிபாலா ஆவணி ரோகிணியில் அஷ்டமியிலே அர்த்தஜாம நேரத்திலே அவதரித்தோனே பஞ்சபாதகம் பாதுடன் கொடிய வஞ்சகம் மித்ரவேதகம் ஜெய அஞ்சிடாதவர் நாடக மேடையாகிய கலியுகம் பஞ்சபாதகம் பாதுடன் கொடிய வஞ்சகம் மித்ரவேதகம் ஜெய அஞ்சிடாதவர் நாடக மேடையாகிய கலியுகம் அடிக்கவே தர்மம்
You just did Varnam, followed by such a vibrant piece again, Parkadal Alai Mele. A big round of applause. Meghna, you truly deserve many more rounds of applause. And our orchestra team is such a great strength to Meghna, I must say, that with every beat is getting so emphasized, her expressions are getting amplified by the violinist and the flautist, and her footwork by the mridangist and the natavanar, and of course Vignesh sir's vocal. It's really mesmerizing. Thank you, Madhavi ji, for bringing all these musicians and making our day today. Following Parkadal Alai Mele, Meghna will present a beautiful bhajan on Lord Sri Rama. But before that, I would like to invite Nitya and Satvik on stage, please.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Nitya, and I'm Maggie's older cousin. Thank you all for coming today, and I hope you're enjoying the performance. Before I say how thankful and honored I am to be upon the stage this evening, can I get a round of applause for the star of tonight? I just want to let you guys know, the girl y'all have seen crushing the stage today is also the same one that smacked me in the face at the age of 2, and cried at practically every game that she didn't win. Every time we would play Capture the Flag or Ludo or really any other game, we would have a break at some point when Maggie would be crying and we'd be getting scolded. And despite all of that ruckus, we'd still give her the royal treatment, because after all, she is our baby sister. Now, I still see glimpses of that little baby in Maggie sometimes, but oh, I see so much more. That cute little girl is now a beautiful young woman, pursuing every aspect of her dreams, whether it be school, dance, or even professionally. She's talented, clever, and so determined. And I think today is a prime example of Maggie's perseverance and dedication. As the classical dancer myself, I'm in awe of Maggie's passion for dancing. And today's performances, I'm just speechless. They were mesmerizing. I can see the amount of time, thought, and practice she puts into making her posture and abhinaya so precise and engaging in every performance. I've also seen her meticulously plan out all of the small details for today's performance, and I for sure could not have handled that on my big day. She's always tackling her challenges head-on, and I couldn't be more inspired by her. Maggie not only inspires me as a dancer, but also as a person. I have never seen someone so loving and bright. She's a literal ball of sunshine. She's also the only one who can convince our parents to stay another night when we're here. It's pretty impossible to resist their charm, of course. So, to that charming 15-year-old who's backstage right now, I just want to let you know I am so proud of you, and I'm honored to have the privilege of being part of your dance journey. Thank you for having me here today, and for being my book buddy, my adorable younger sister, and most of all, one of my closest friends. I'm so excited for you today, and I wish you all the best. Good luck, and I love you, Maggie. Thank you.
My name's Satvik. I'm Nitya's younger brother and Maggie's older cousin. I think I speak for all younger siblings here when I say that we take great satisfaction in beating our older siblings, whether it's getting better grades than them or something as simple as just growing taller than them. And honestly, I didn't ever experience that and didn't expect to be on the receiving end of that relationship until Maggie went to high school. While she was talking about the different honors courses she was in and all the new things she was trying, I was fighting for my life in math class. And to be honest, it was a bit demotivating at first, seeing my little sister slowly beating me at everything I thought I was the best at. But over time, I think it's pretty gratifying. It feels good to see someone who you felt you always had to protect, teach, and help grow into someone who actively seeks out challenges, steps out of her comfort zone, and when faced with failure, rather than choosing to give up, instead chooses to adapt to the situation. Maggie's always been the one to take initiative, ever since we were little kids, planning how to wake up earlier than our sisters, and even now, planning out her entire function. I feel like as we grow older, it's harder to step out of our comfort zones, but Maggie isn't like that. She challenged herself even academically, like taking harder courses in school, and also physically, like right now. She's always taking on these new challenges, and I really admire that about her. So again, Maggie, I'm so happy to be here to celebrate this special day with you, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I would like to invite Sanjana onto stage, please.
Good evening, everyone. First off, I would like to say thank you to all the family and friends who were able to make it here today. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sanjana, and I am Maggie's older sister. Even though I'm the older one, I always felt like Maggie was actually the more responsible one. She never had any problems juggling with schoolwork or extracurriculars, and she would always complete all the chores around the house, and of course, make me look bad in front of Amma. At such a young age, she knew exactly what she wanted in life. She knew exactly who she wanted to be friends with, and she knew exactly what clothing she wanted to wear. In fact, she would plan out her entire outfit the night before, from the earrings to the outfit to even her matching headband. She is such a perfectionist, it surprises me that we're related. One piece of advice, don't ever go to her room and move something, because she will know, and she will let the whole world know that you moved it without her permission. Needless to say, if Maggie is passionate about something, she always gives it her all. I'm sure most people here remember her iconic Ahana Pelliyanta dance. But what I remember the most that day was her dedication to doing her best, even at such a young age. I always notice that there's a special spark in Maggie's eyes when she dances. She would dance everywhere, and I mean everywhere. When we're outside shopping, when she's doing her homework in her room, when she's literally just standing in a corner in the living room. Even in the car ride, I see her randomly putting expressions and hand movements as if she was dancing for an imaginary audience. I personally just thought high school was making her go crazy. But slowly, I understood that she was just expressing her love for dance. Every Tuesday, she was so excited to go to dance class, to meet Madhavi auntie, to meet her classmates, to dance to her heart's content for that hour every week. At times, she would blame me for dropping her off at 5:01 when the class starts at 5. After many years of Tuesday classes, one day she told Amma and Nana that she wanted an Arangetram. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little scared. She's so skinny. She had a lot of extracurriculars and studying was only going to get harder from here. I didn't want her to get stressed and tired out. But over the past year, looking at her confidence and her ability to give it her all every day, I can say she's the only one I know who can pull it all off. For Bharatanatyam, there's a lot of precision, and Maggie always cared about the little things. She would practice a single step for 30 minutes just because she wants her arms to be straight. Even after an entire day of practice, she would never complain about any leg pain and would still be able to dance the next day. To be fair, this year has been a roller coaster. And with the endless number of Amazon boxes in her house right now, and that 6-foot banner of her outside that kinda scares me sometimes, it is fair to say we have seen it all. But looking at my little sister today, my little baby that once got excited to wear a pink sari for Ahana Pelliyanta, looking at her on stage today, looking beautiful, brave, and elegant, it was all worth it. Maggie, I know I don't tell you this often, and I know I sometimes try to compete with you and get you in trouble with Amma, but I want you to know today how proud I am of you and how proud I am of this confident young woman you became. I'm proud of my little sister who did an amazing job today expressing her passion for dance. I love you so, so much, and I hope this day was everything you imagined and more. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjana, for that beautiful speech. Now, moving on, Meghana will be presenting a beautiful bhajan in praise of Lord Sri Rama, Sri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajamana, in Ragam Yaman Kalyan and Mishra Chaputalam. This prayer is written by Goswami Tulasidas in the 16th century in Sanskrit. This prayer glorifies Rama and his characteristics. In the enchanting verses of this bhajan, the devotee's heart overflows with devotion for Lord Sri Rama. He is the embodiment of compassion and grace. He offers heartfelt praises to the Divine Lord, who dispels the deepest fears that arise from the cycles of birth and death. Sri Rama's divine form is described with utmost admiration. His eyes, mouth, hands and feet likened to a newly blooming red lotus that emanates purity and beauty. The devotee delves further into the captivating aspects of Sri Rama's divine persona. His unparalleled charm surpasses that of countless cupids, and his body exudes a mesmerizing hue akin to a fresh blue water cloud. As Meghana will describe Lord Sri Rama's physical attributes, his characteristics, his qualities, she will also portray some more stories from the Ramayana. The first scene that she will showcase is the Sita Swayamvara. So the Sita Swayamvara happens when King Janaka tries to find a suitable bride for Sita. He has a mighty bow that was given to him by Lord Shiva, and he places it and he says, "Whoever can lift this mighty bow can wed my dear daughter." So, countless kings and men of great valor are invited to the Swayamvara. One by one, they come, but they are so weak that they can barely even move the bow. Even the king Ravana comes with his 10 heads and 10 arms, but he is unable to even move the bow. And there comes Lord Sri Rama, handsome and royal with long arms. He comes and with one effortless gesture, he lifts the bow, he strings it, and everybody is in awe. And Sita marries Sri Rama. The Sita Swayamvara will be portrayed by Meghana. In the next event, when Rama and Sita and Lakshmana are in Vanavasa, Sita spots a beautiful golden deer, and she is captivated by the way it looks, and she says to Rama, "Can you please go get that deer for me? I really, really like it and I want to have it." Sri Rama knows that something is amiss, but he can't say no to his wife. So then he goes and asks Lakshmana to take care of Mata Sita. He goes in search of the deer. But was the deer a real one? No, it was the demon Maricha who had shape-shifted into a deer just to lure Rama away from the spot. Sita is worried because Rama has not come back. What happens is demon Maricha cries out, and Sita thinks that something has happened to her husband, and she requests Lakshmana to please go and find what happened to her husband. Lakshmana has to give in to Mata Sita. He takes his arrow and draws the Lakshman Rekha around Sita and says, "You should not step out of this line. You have to be safe." Mata Sita promises that she will be safe and sound within the Lakshman Rekha. Hearing that, Lakshmana leaves to find Lord Sri Rama. When Sita is alone by herself in the hut, worried, what happened to her husband? What happened to Lakshmana? There comes Ravana. This is the right opportunity. Ravana feels that he can kidnap Sita and fly off with her to the Lanka. What happens? He goes and asks Sita Mata. He wants to knock the door, but suddenly he realizes that he cannot go as a demon or as the Ravana. So he changes his form into a saffron-colored clothed robe. He wears that. He mats his hair up and he looks like a mendicant, an old one and a hungry one. He goes, he knocks the door and he says, "Can I please have some food? I'm starving." Mata Sita sees that and quickly goes and grabs some fruits and tries to give Ravana or the sage. But Ravana wants Sita to step out of the Lakshman Rekha. So he says he's too old and tired and he cannot cross. And then Mata Sita is forced to step out of the Lakshman Rekha, and when she steps out, Ravana really reveals his true form and grabs Sita and flies off with her to Lanka. In the next segment, Meghna will also portray the story of how the great Hanuman comes to save Mata Sita. Hanuman shrinks in size in the Ashoka Vatika where Sita is crying for her husband. He comes, he finds out that this is Sita. First Sita gets scared, but then when she spots the ring of Lord Sri Rama with Hanuman, she's so pleased and she believes that Rama will come to save her. And in return, she gives her Chudamani or the jewel to Hanuman. But during this time, the guards spot Hanuman and they try to capture him. Hanuman jumps here and there, and finally they manage to tie a rope around Hanuman, but he becomes huge in size. And he decides that he is going to teach a lesson to all of these Lanka people. So when they set his tail on fire, he sets whole Lanka on fire by jumping here and there, and finally the whole Lanka is blazing with fire. All of these stories will again be portrayed by Meghna in the beautiful bhajan Sri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajamana in Ragam Yaman Kalyam and Mishra Chaputalam. Jai Shri Ram!
Shri Ram, Shri Ram. Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajamana Sarana Bhavayadarunam. Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajamana Sarana Bhavayadarunam. Navakanjalochana Kanjamugakara Kanjapada Kanjarunam. Shri Ram, Shri Ram.
That was such a beautiful bhajan in praise of Lord Sri Rama. Meghna did such a beautiful job of presenting all the stories. We have to acknowledge all the hard work that has gone into making the presentation today. So let us start by taking a moment to give a big shout out and heartfelt thanks to the amazing Arangetram Orchestra. They have put in countless hours of practice rehearsals to make this performance an unforgettable experience. Their dedication, passion, and talent have truly brought magic to the stage. We would want to express our genuine appreciation to each and every member of the orchestra for their incredible support and synchronization with the dancer. The music has added depth, enhanced the storytelling, making every move and expression come alive. So a big thank you to the orchestra team. But the Sutradhari is definitely Guru Srimati Madhavi Mehta. Let us take a moment to honor and celebrate Guru Srimati Madhavi Mehta, who is also now my dear friend, who has taken on the role of a guru, guiding her students towards Arangetram. I'd like to applaud her unwavering commitment and dedication to teaching Bharatanatyam, instilling not only the technical aspects, but also the passion and artistry that makes this dance form come truly alive. Her tireless efforts, countless hours of rehearsals, and personal investment in each student's growth have molded them into confident performers. Today, we witness the fruits of her labor as her student shines on the stage, a testament to her exceptional teaching. Let us give a resounding applause to our beloved Guru, whose love for Bharatanatyam and devotion to her students have truly made a difference in their lives. So let me introduce Guru Srimati Madhavi Mehta. She is a disciple of Srimati Meha Thakur in Ahmedabad, India. She started her dance training at the age of 7 under her guru's guidance at Swaramudra Studio of Dance and later went on to become an assistant for her guru, sharing her knowledge and art with the same passion. She is blessed to have R. Naidu from Mumbai, India for last several years as her teacher. She thanks her guru Sri Baila Bhai of Gandharva Vidyalaya for her extensive training in Hindustani vocal. She is the founder and artistic director of Taal Performing Arts in Dayton, New Jersey, spreading her love for the arts. A big round of applause for Guru Srimati Madhavi. And now we come to today's concluding piece, which is going to be the Tilana, followed by the Mangalam. If you remember, in the beginning, we said that the Alaripu is likened to the blossoming of a flower, while Tilana can be compared to a showering of the flowers. It's almost like a downpour of flowers. The Tilana is a fast-paced, brisk piece that focuses a lot on the nritta. And the particular Tilana that Meghana will be presenting is in Ragam Kadana Kuduhalam Talam Adi, one of the most popular compositions by legendary Dr. Balamurali Krishna. Tilana requires exemplary skills in terms of rhythm, timing, and synchronization in order to radiate the unique performance charm associated with it. Tilana will be followed by Adivo Alladivo, a hymn written by Saint Annamacharya, and will be followed by Mangalam in Raga Madhyamavati and Talam Adi. In Adivo, she will describe the Tirumala hill ranges. Annamacharya happened to see the holy hill ranges of Tirumala for the first time in his 8th year. They appeared to his divine vision as 10,000 hoods of Adisesha, the divine serpent on which Lord Vishnu sleeps. In a divine ecstasy, he bursts out into an emotional song, Adivo Alladivo. Now Meghna will be presenting the final dance in her Arangetram, Tilana, followed by Adivo and Mangalam. Let's give her a big round of applause.
Nadridridim danananum tadaradani nadridridum nadridum drididillana nadridridim danananum tadaradani nadridum nadridum drididillana nadridridim danananum tadaradani nadridum nadridum drididillana nadridridim danananum tadaradani nadridum Tadadadani nadredom nadredom rededellana nadredim nanom tadadadani nadredom nadredom rededellana nadredim nanom tadadadani nadredom nadredom rededellana nadredim nanom tadadadani nadredom Tadadadani nadredom rededellana nadredim tananadom tadadadani nadredom 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 nadredom rededellana nadredim tananadom Tajam tat tajam tajam tat tat jam tat jam tat jam kirtak tarigidum kirtak tarigidum kirtak tarigidum tajam tat tajam tajam tat tat jam kirtak tarigidum tat tajam tat kirtak tarigidum tajam tajam tat kirtak tarigidum tat tajam tat tajam tajam tat tat jam tat jam tat jam dadikidum tat jam tat jam tat jam dadikidum takatika 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 dadikidum nadri danano tararani nadredo nadredo redella nadredim danano tararani nadredo nadredo redella nadredim danano tararani nadredo nadredo redella nadredim danano tadaradani dirana tana udaradani dirana tadaradani dirana tana udaradani dirana akitajam madani akitajam gavaza akitajam akitajam katakitatum nadredim dananam dadadadani nadredom nadredom redella nadredim dananam tadadadani nadredom nadredom redella nadredim dananam tadadadani nadredom nadredom redella nadredim dananam tarikitadum tarigidadum tarjanudha tarigidajam tarigidajam tarjanudha tarigidadagadagadittalangadagadittalangadagadittalangadam dredum dredum ಗಿಡದಂ ತಜನುದ ತರಿಗಿಡಜಂ ತರಿಗಿಡಜಂ ತಗಣುದ ತರಿಗಿಡ ತಗ ತಗದಿತ್ತಲಾಂಗ ತಗದರಿಗಿಡ ತಗ ತಗದಿತ್ತಲಾಂಗದಂ ಗಿಡದಂ ಗಿಡದಂ ಅರತ್ತರಿಗಿಡ ತಗ ತಗದಿತ್ತಲಾಂಗ ತಗದರಿಗಿಡ ತಗ ತಗದಿತ್ತಲಾಂಗದಂ ಗಿಡದಂ ಗಿಡದಂ అదివో అల్లదివో శ్రీ గదివాసమో అదివో అల్లదివో శ్రీ గదివాసమో అదివో అల్లదివో శ్రీ గదివాసమో పదివేళ శేషుల హరివాసమో పదివేళ శేషుల పరగళమయమో అదివో అల్లదివో శ్రీ హరివాసమో అది వెంకటాచలమగిలోన్నతమో అదివో బ్రహ్మాదులకు అపరూపము అది వెంకటాచలమగిలోన్నతమో అదివో బ్రహ్మాదులకు అవరూపము అదివో నిత్య నివాసమఖిల మొదలకు అదివో నిత్య నివాసమఖిల మొదలకు అదే చూడు అదే మొక్కుడు అదే చూడు అదే మొక్కుడానందమయమో అదివో అల్లదివో శ్రీ హరివాసమో పదివేళ శేషుల పరగళమయమో అదివో అల్లదివో శ్రీ హరివాసమో చెంగతనల్లదివో శేషాచలమో నిల్గిన్న దేవతల నిజవాసమో చెంగతనల్లదివో శేషాచలమో నిల్గిన్న దేవతల నిజవాసమో ఉంగిన నల్లదివో మూలమున ధనమో ఉంగిన పదము వెంకటాంగమదివో శ్రీ వెంకటపతికి చిరులైనటి భావింప సకల సంపద రూపమతి ఓ భావింప సకల సంపద రూపమతి ఓ పావనమునకెల్ల పావనమయమో అదివో అల్లదివో శ్రీ హరివాసమో పదివేళ దేశుల పదగళమయమో అదివో అల్లదివో శ్రీ హరివాసమో పదివేళ దేశుల పదగళమయమో అదివో అల్లదివో శ్రీ హరివాసమో శ్రీ హరివాసమో శ్రీ హరివాసమో శ్రీనివాసాయ వేద విహిత విశ్వరూపాయ శ్రుతజనానందదాయకాయ మంగళం శ్రీనివాసాయ వేద విహిత విశ్వరూపాయ శ్రుతజనానందదాయకాయ మంగళం శ్రీనివాసాయ వేద విహిత విశ్వరూపాయ శ్రుతజనానందదాయకాయ మంగళం వెంకటేశాయ సంకటాగమోచనాయ వర సంకకోటి సుందరాయ శుభ్రమంగళం వెంకటేశాయ సంకటాగమోచనాయ వర సంకకోటి సుందరాయ శుభ్రమంగళం వెంకటేశాయ సంకటాగమోచనాయ వర సంకకోటి సుందరాయ శుభ్రమంగళం సర్వగాయక ప్రియాయ సర్వమదామోదకాయ సర్వభువన జనహితాయ మహిత మంగళం సర్వగాయక ప్రియాయ సర్వమదామోదకాయ సర్వభువన జనహితాయ మహిత మంగళం సర్వగాయక ప్రియాయ సర్వమదామోదకాయ సర్వభువన జనహితాయ మహిత మంగళం మంగళం పళ్ళి వంశజాతవాల మురళి కృష్ణ మధురగాన మోహితాయ మహిత మంగళం మంగళం పళ్ళి వంశజాతవాల మురళి కృష్ణ మధురగాన మోహితాయ మహిత మంగళం మంగళం పళ్ళి వంశజాతవాల మురళి కృష్ణ మధురగాన మోహితాయ మహిత మంగళం వెంకటేశాయ సంకకోటి సుందరాయ శుభ్రమంగళం శ్రీనివాసాయ వేద విహిత విశ్వరూపాయ శ్రుతజనానందదాయకాయ మంగళం శుభ్రమంగళం సర్వమంగళం మహిత మంగళం
The battery in the old mic ran out of charge, so I have to change. But Meghna is here still kicking it. So much of energy and so much of happiness, right, when she was dancing. And that was so infectious that it spread on to all of us. Let's give a huge round of applause to Meghna. As we applaud her accomplishment today, let us also acknowledge the love and passion that she brings onto the stage. She has not only spent hours to master the technical aspects of Bharatanatyam, but has also embraced its soul and essence, immersing herself in the stories, emotions, and spirituality that this art form conveys. We are proud to witness the emergence of a true artist, an inspiration for all aspiring dancers. And as she takes this significant step forward in her journey, let us continue to support and encourage her as she grows to grace the world's stage with her talent, passion, and dedication. Congratulations to our exceptional dancer Meghana, and may her future be filled with many more enchanting performances that continue to touch hearts and inspire others to embrace the beauty of Bharatanatyam. Yay, Meghana! None of this would have been possible without the guidance of her Guru Srimati Madhavi Mehta. I would like to invite her Guru Srimati Madhavi Mehta onto stage. A big round of applause for her Guru.
Good evening, everyone. My namaskar to everyone here. I truly believe that happiness and success is directly proportional to the blessings that you get from your parents, from your in-laws, from your elders, and from your gurus. And I'm so indebted to my parents, my mother-in-law, my elders, and my guru for giving me the success and happiness that I'm not sure if I deserve. She made me really, really emotional today. Whatever you saw today, I envisioned this day of Maggie's Arangetram 8 years ago on the very first day when I saw her dance. Her mother Jyoti had called me about 8 years ago, and she said, I want to enroll my child into your Bollywood program. And that program is especially for the kids who are not either interested in Bharatanatyam or they don't have any classical or semi-classical training. And so we enrolled Maggie, and I wasn't even teaching that class. It was my male instructor, Dhruv, teaching that class. And the first time I saw her dance, I was like, oh my God. Next day I called Jyoti. And I said, Jyoti, I know you guys are not interested in Bharatanatyam, but give me a couple of months. This child deserves to learn Bharatanatyam. And thank God Jyoti said yes. And rest is history. You guys just witnessed something so amazing. And after that day, she enrolled herself into so many different programs. She not only did Bharatanatyam, she did Bollywood. She was on our dream team. And she continued her journey. She was this little girl, very tiny, with a big, gigantic smile and big twinkle here in her eyes. Every time I spoke to her, she would just giggle. Everything I said, she would just giggle. But she was always so excited to learn something new. Last week, during our final rehearsals, and I usually ask this question to all my students, I asked her that, Maggie, what's next? What are you planning to do? Now, she's going into a junior year. So the expected answer was that, Auntie, I'm going to take a, 1 year off. I'm going to focus on my SAT, and then I'll come back. But again, she surprised me. She said, can I teach at the studio? And I'm like, yes, of course you can teach at the studio. And then she said, very gently, she said, I was wondering, Auntie, if I can choreograph Bharatanatyam pieces. And I'm like, yes, yes, yes. So you can tell that somebody who is so passionate about dance, it wasn't her mother who wished that she would dance. It was Maggie, actually. And I really have to, and many times what happens is, child is enrolled into one program, which is Bollywood, and then she's asking to go for another Bollywood class. And usually, even me, if I was a parent, I'm like, what's the difference? You are going to one Bollywood class. Why would you do another class? But I think Jyoti and Vishnu just supported her. Anytime she wanted to do extra class, they said, yeah, Maggie, you should do it. And that's the result. And trust me, Arangetram is actually the beginning of the dancer's career, but in reality, most of the times in USA, kids go to either high school, they go to junior year, they go to college, and most of the time that's the end, unfortunately. Trust me, this was just the beginning for Maggie. She's going to go really, really far. And I know that. Another thing she said when we decided her Arangetram date, she comes to me and she says, Auntie, can I request something? I said, yeah. She said, can I do more Natyam part, which is the Abhinaya expression pieces? And I'm like, yes, of course. That's a treat for a teacher, to teach Abhinaya. Because no matter how good of a dancer you are, many times these teenager girls are a little reluctant. They are hesitant to do Abhinaya pieces. They are not sure. They are very unsure how it's going to look and how people are going to see it. But not Maggie. She came to me and she's like, can I do expression? I'm like, Maggie, Alaripu, I cannot do expression. And Jatishwaram, I cannot do it, but we'll try to do. I'm going to accommodate your request as much as I can. So she really, really made me proud today. I love her so much, and I'm just so excited to continue this journey with her and be more creative. And it's usually, when there is a good student, it's beneficial to teacher as well, because if the student wants more, and she's always challenging the teacher to be more creative. And Maggie and so many of my students have done that to me. So every time I have to work even harder to give them what they want. So thank you, Maggie, for, getting me out of my comfort zone. This show wouldn't have been possible without my team of my musicians. Just amazing, amazing, amazing artists, all of them. What can I say about them? My vocab is not that wealthy to honor them, but you guys witness how beautifully in sync they were. We really have really good time doing those late night rehearsals, eating dinners together, and figuring out little problems that we come across. So thank you, Vignesh, Sandeep, Ravi, Skandan, all of you. You guys are just awesome. On behalf of Maggie and her parents, we would like to honor all of our musicians.
Sri Ravi Shankar ji, our flautist for today. Our vocalist, Sri Vignesh Ravichandran. Our mridangist, Sri Sandeep Iyer. Our violinist, Sri Balaskandanji. Can we request all the musicians to be on stage for a picture, please? Thank you. The orchestra team was truly amazing. Over to you, Madhavi ji.
No, I'm almost done. I just have to thank a couple of more people. And next one is Neeru. Big round of applause for Neeru. I cannot imagine my Arangetrams without her. Next we have Vatsalaji, who always makes all of my students look so gorgeous. Big round of applause for Vatsalaji. And the next person I'm going to invite on the stage is somebody who takes the pictures and videos, but in my opinion, he's more than a videographer. He's a true artist who makes all of us look, all my students look so beautiful. Mahesh, can we please have you on the stage? Thank you everyone for coming today. Thank you for encouraging Maggie. Thank you Ria and Sanvi for helping Maggie change. Kirit Bhai, thank you. Niloy, and I'm trying to learn the name. It's little difficult for me to pronounce, but the sound and light people here, thank you so much guys. I would like to award this plaque now to Maggie. It says, it reads, Taal Institute of Performing Arts proudly presents this award of Bharatanatyam diploma to Kumari Meghana Vellampalli on successful completion of her course in Bharatanatyam under the guidance of her guru Srimati Madhavi Mehta on August 29, 2023. Come on, Maggie.
Madhavi ji, please stay on stage because Meghna's parents would like to honor you. A big round of applause. Star of the day, Maggie.
Good evening to everyone. Before I say anything, I'd first like to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out of your day to attend this Arangetram. To know that I have the support and blessing of everyone here today truly means a lot, and I thank you all for that. About a year ago, Madhavi auntie had brought up the idea of an Arangetram for the first time. And while it had been on my mind at the time, I wasn't comfortable committing to something so time-consuming and rigorous. But Madhavi auntie had pushed me, and with the support of my parents and sister, I decided to give it a shot. What I gained out of this experience is something truly remarkable. At the beginning, I had severely underestimated the difficulty of this journey. There were many times when I found myself so close to giving up and completely losing motivation to complete this Arangetram. In addition to that, it was hard to juggle between school and dance practice, and I often felt frustrated that I couldn't manage it all. But amongst all these negatives, there were much, much more significant positives. Through this Arangetram, I had truly found myself, whether it was my confidence and self-esteem, or it was my love for dance and this classical art form. Coming to class every Tuesday and Friday became almost like a daily habitual routine. I found myself comfortable and free to express myself amongst the red and yellow walls of the studio. This whole entire experience has been life-changing, and I'd like to thank a couple of people for putting their time, dedication, efforts into this Arangetram to make it the most memorable for me and my family. I'd first like to thank the musicians for the wonderful music they played today. While dancing on the stage was amazing, dancing to the melodious music played by all of you was even better. Thank you to Vigneshji, Skandan uncle, Ravi uncle, and Sandeepji. On the same note, I would like to thank Nirupama auntie for agreeing to MC for this event. There is honestly no other person better than Nirupama auntie when it comes to explaining the beautiful stories and purpose of every piece. Thank you to Mahesh uncle for the wonderful photography and practically at this point all of my social media profile pics, along with capturing this memorable moment for us. I want to especially thank Vatsala auntie for making me look so beautiful today. A round of applause to all of these people, everyone. Next, I'd like to thank Vijay Mama for his creative, artistic imagination that is the decorations you see today. I also want to thank Nityaka and Anna for giving a speech tonight. I always look forward to meeting you guys and making memories with you. Give a round of applause, everyone. I specifically want to thank my backstage crew, Sanvi and Ria, for making sure that I don't faint and I'm feeded well and on time on stage. Especially I want to thank Ria. The support we've given each other to get through our Arangetrams, which by the way, she did amazing and I'm so proud of her. But honestly, you have inspired me to become a better dancer and a better person. I'd like to thank all of my friends who came here today, the Women in STEM group. You guys have made high school so much fun. And if there's one thing that's dragging me out of my bed every morning to go to school, it's you guys. I want to thank my two best friends, Nishi and Sanju. You guys have always been there, and I know you'll always be there. I can't wait to grow up together and figure out life, all while sharing the small little drama that goes on in our lives. Love you guys. Give a round of applause, everyone. Finally, I'd like to thank the most important people of my life. I'd like to thank my parents. Amma, Nana, thank you for continuously supporting me and my crazy obsession with dance. I know we've had many restless nights over the past year, especially me and Amma, worrying about how everything will come together today. Finally, at least now you guys can take a break. I want to thank you with all my heart for the love and care that you have shown me in my entire life. I love you guys more than this entire world. Get up, everyone. What can I say about the next person that I'm talking about, except for the fact that she brings the best version of me? I would like to thank Akka, a person that I truly cannot live without. You have guided me, supported me, and loved me without judgment. I'd like to think that at times you know me more than I know myself. I love you so much that I can't even quantify it. Last, but certainly not least, definitely not least, I'd like to thank my guru, Madhavi auntie, for opening my eyes to this amazing world of dance. Never would I have so much love and admiration for this classical art if it weren't for you, auntie, and the way you beautifully teach it. Thank you for pushing me multiple times to go out of my comfort zone. This past year, Madhavi auntie had believed in me more than I've believed in myself. There were many, many times when I forgot certain jatis in my dance or I didn't come to class with practice, but never had Auntie said anything. She would constantly encourage me and give the motivation to continue. Thank you so much for the wonderful knowledge and advice you have given me, and I only wish to continue to learn Bharatanatyam and excel in it even more with your guidance and blessings. I couldn't ask for a better guru whom I can trust, depend, rely on, and learn from. Auntie has become an integral person in my life, a friend, and most of all, a well-wisher. Love you, Auntie. People think that an Arangetram is a full stop, but truly, an Arangetram is a beginning to something better, bigger, and more amazing. There is still so much more for me to learn about this art form, and this is only the first step that I'm taking in what I hope is a journey that will last for years. I can't wait to see what the future has in hold for me, and I can't wait to continue learning Bharatanatyam and mastering it. Thank you, and namaste.
Thank you, Meghna. Now I would like to invite Meghna's parents onto stage, Sri Vishnu Vellampalli and Srimati Jyotirmayi Janna. Thank you for giving us such a wonderful treat, Meghna's parents.
Good evening, everyone. It is our honor to have you all here on this occasion. I hope everybody enjoyed Meghana's performance. This year is one of the happiest years for me, with my elder daughter getting into the study of medicine at RWJ. And my younger daughter did her Arangetram today. Today is a very emotional day for me. At this moment, I cannot stop myself talking about my father and my mother-in-law. They passed away 2 years back. I miss them a lot today. I always shared my feelings, happiness, whatever, with one and only person, my dad. And it was my dad only. I miss him a lot today. But I believe he is always with me. At the same time, I am missing my mother-in-law a lot today. She always took pride in achievements of her granddaughters and used to say they are Sarojinamma's granddaughters. That's why they achieved this like that. She was so happy looking at my daughters, and I think her blessings are passed on through her sister, who is here today. Thank you, Nirmalakka, for being here. Unfortunately, my mother and father-in-law couldn't come because of their age and visa issues. I know their blessings always with my daughters. My sister family and my sister-in-law family are here, and they are my strength, my support, everything. My sister and sister-in-laws are just like my mother and mother-in-law. Like that for me. Love you both. Emotional things apart. Thank you everyone for being here. A big thank you for gracing this occasion and making this event a very special one. Your blessings to my daughter mean a lot, and we are humbled with everyone taking time out of their busy schedules to be here. Great support from friends, without which this wouldn't have been possible, in making this evening a happy and memorable one for all of us. First and foremost, I have to thank Vijayanna. Thank you, Vijayanna. You are here. That's why we dared to do this event, and this so beautifully. Vijayanna encouraged my kids in all aspects. Sanju and Maggie are blessed to have an uncle like you. Thank you, Vijayanna. And thank you, Vinjaka, Sanjaka, and Jalaja for all your help and suggestions. Thank you, Manju and Varadaraj, for your help It's a lot for me. And one more person I must thank is Mansa Vadina, my sister-in-law. She is in India. She helped me a lot with all the shopping required from India. Thank you, Vadina. Now I am going to thank people on stage. Thank you, Nirupamaji, for your divine voice. Thank you, Vatslaji, for presenting my daughter very beautiful. And Vigneshi, for your outstanding voice. I cannot tell in words. It's very nice. Thank you, Sandeep ji, Ravisankar ji, and Skandan ji. You made the evening very melodious. Thank you, Mahesh ji, for helping us cherish the memories with your photos. And last but not least, Madhavi. You are such a wonderful person. Maggie is lucky to have a teacher like you, Madhavi. She is always positive. Whenever I will call her, she will give immediately reply. I am very stressed, anxious person, but she always cool person. She always tell, don't worry, Jyoti, I will be there. I know how she cared for my kids, just like her daughter. Once again, thank you, Madhavi, for your support. Because of you only, Maggie did this amazing dance today. Finally, Maggie, I am proud of you, Nana. You always rock, I know that. But I was little tensed about her stamina. But once she decided to do the Arangetram, she only chose her songs. She only designed her brochure. She only made photo book, everything, whatnot, everything she involved. I am proud of you, Maggie. In this time, I have to tell something about Meghana. She was started her dance classes. She was, I think, 8 years old. That time onwards, she is conducting every time recital, Madhavi. Every recital I am going, except COVID time. Some stranger person from auditorium, I don't know who is that. Came to me and they told to me, oh, your daughter is very amazing dancer. Okay, thank you. Then they are telling to Maggie, oh, you are such a dance, you did it such a dance, good dance, you don't stop dance, you can do it. Every time, every year it's happened. Then, oh, okay, she is a good dancer, okay. Last month also, she did it same thing. Then I told my elder daughter, oh, why all the kids, they are doing good, but why they are telling to Maggie? Oh, maybe they are telling to every kid also. I am only excited. Then Sanju said, no, mom, don't excite, but you know, she is act like Mahanati. She is like Savitri, mom. All kids, they cannot maybe make it like that, but she is face feelings, everything she is keeping like that. Okay, that's good. Jokes apart, congratulations, Maggie. You did amazing dance today. Your dream came true today, and same way, I am sure you will prove in your studies and career ahead. All the very best. God bless you, Tana. Once again, thank you, everyone. Good night.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you all. Thank you for coming here and giving your blessings to my daughter and our family. Okay. So I know Maggie is a great, expression queen. But today she did an amazing job, and well done, Maggie. Especially on the Krishna song, I really liked it, your expressions. So God bless you. Thank you all. Thank you, Madhavi ji.
Thank you, everybody, once again. You have been a wonderful audience. You have celebrated this day along with Maggie. So please give yourself a big round of applause for being such a great audience and being there for her today. I would like to invite you all for dinner now. Please join us for dinner. Thank you and have a good night.
శ్రీ